a number. It's just like my brain is just doing and I'm like, okay, relax, neurons, relax. Forget that, girl, you have not drank water today. That is why you're thirsty. It has nothing to do with you having an hypothalamus disease. So yes, I have had. Welcome to a new video. Thank you for joining me today as we go through the events of life. So basically today what we're going to do is we're going to have a Never Have I Ever, the Nigerian Medical Student edition. Yeah, so just like every Never Have I Ever, or let me justify what Never Have I Ever is. Never Have I Ever is like a game, let me call it that, a game or a questioning game in which a question is said and the people or the person involved in the game has to respond, I have or I have never. In certain conditions, people might maybe have to take a shot if they have, or I don't know. There are different situations under which this game is played. But this one, I'm just going to be answering the question I have or I have never. Just basically going through the experiences in medical school and how much of it I've experienced. Yeah, actually experiences. Yeah, so let's get to it. Okay, so our first question is, never have I ever learned about a rare disease in lecture and considered myself that I or someone I know has it. I have. But if there's anything way more frequent than I have, then I have that. Wow. Because I feel like it's almost normal, really, when you think about disease. Let me give you an example. For diseases that have to do with that put you in circumstances that could even be a result of physiological situations like frequent urination, right? So in case, let's assume we are taught a certain disease and we are told that, okay, one of the signs or symptoms of this disease is frequent urination. And then I begin to think about it. No, after the lecture, we then go out of class. I'm living my normal life. And then one day I realize that I am urinating frequently. I will not remember that I had a lot of water that day. I will not be, wow, what if I had this disease? And I begin to look at the treatment options. Before I now realize that, girl, relax. It is not that serious. I just think it's almost normal to link some of these diseases to ourselves or people around us. It's normal. Is our life, literally learning about diseases and how they can be managed, treated, and how death can be avoided is basically what we're learning in school. So it's almost normal. I think everybody's justified. If we are doing that, we're all justified, right?
Stop it. Get some help.
So our next question is, never have I ever told everyone everyone I know that I want to go into surgery. Never have I ever told everyone I know that I want to go into surgery. No. Going to surgery, bow. Where am I going to surgery to? No, I haven't done this. I honestly don't even see a reason to do this. Going to surgery. My mom calls me. Okay, I don't. Everyone. He says everyone I know. So no, I haven't done. Okay, next question. Never have I ever told everyone I know that I would settle for whatever specialty I got accepted into. No. And I think this is because of my nature. Now let me explain my nature. I don't like stress. I won't say no, I won't call it, I don't like stress, that's one thing. But like, I don't like to stay in conditions or in environments that I am feeling forced into, like places I don't fit into. I don't like being in such situations. If I find myself in a place or with a group of people where I feel like I have to struggle to fit in, or I have to try so hard, I just don't stay. And And I think it has to do with every area of my life, including the specialty that I would choose. So I don't think I'm going to want to settle. I think I'm going to go to the specialty I feel most welcome and I feel most comfortable and where I fit in. So settling, I won't call it settling. I just feel like I look forward to finding where I fit in and where is my place and where my place is. So yeah, I don't think I would settle. I doubt that strongly. This question says, I never have I ever self-diagnosed in every lecture. Like I said, I have. Never have I fallen asleep in class and be called out on it. Okay, I don't know if I say I have in this. Because I have fallen asleep in class. When we were doing anatomy in 200 and 300 level, we had this lecturer that would take us hours. Like, when I mean hours, 3-4 hours of lecture. And the class is not, I won't say boring. It's not just, it's not captivating. Yes, that is a better word. The class is not captivating. So many times, a number of us fall asleep in class, but I don't think I've ever been called out like, oh, you stand up. Nah, I am always careful enough, strategically choose the position where you sit, know how you bend your head, know who you tell to cover you, because you need the covering. So I don't think I've ever been called, but sleeping in class. Like in this class, it is so bad that you can actually sleep off. Like you can sleep off in the class, wake up, have an entire nap, and you still meet a whole lot of lecture period. Yes, medical school is ghetto, absolute ghetto. Next question, never have I ever chatted with friends on Messenger during a lecture when I should have been paying attention. I have. I don't know. I don't think there's any medical students. Okay, I won't say, but at least I wanted to say that I won't say there's any medical student that has not done this, but there are some people that have attention span of the gods. They have it, and I don't think I have it. At some point, especially with the class we just completed pathology and pharmacology class. So imagine we sitting now in chemical pathology class for long hours. Okay, not long hours, it's always timed, but 2 hours is still a lot of time. Do you understand? So I need something to pace my time, to make my learning efficient. Yes, that's what it is. I'm maximizing my period in class. If I just look at the lecturer all through, I may not gain, but if I don't take breaks to reply someone's WhatsApp message, all of that, I would be helping my learning. So I'm helping myself. Don't judge me. Question is, never have I ever forgotten to eat because I was so busy studying. This is tricky. I can say I have, because I have been in a situation where I forgot to eat. Actually, I have. Yes, I have, actually. Study session without snacks, yes. Although having snacks is very important, because, I have to have something I'm chewing on. I like food. So, but I have done it without snacks. Never have I ever been jealous of anyone and everyone who did not choose a career in medicine. I am envious of you that did not come here. You have a good life. Because I feel like, I saw a tweet, was it yesterday, that I feel like before, person said that, paraphrased that, I think before people feel the medicine and surgery in jam form, there should be like a disclaimer, whatever your eye sees, take it like that or something like that. Honestly, I wish we got that, because this place is the ghetto. And the annoying thing here, we go through so much rigor, medical education, especially in Nigeria. The rigor is excessive. It is too much. It is sometimes unnecessary. The rigor, the stress, the trauma, it is unnecessary sometimes. Number of facts, 50% of the stress we go through, some of them are 50% unnecessary. So imagine a country that has this kind of, that demands so much from you. You would expect that after graduation you receive enough reward for the years of study, but that's not how it is here. It continues for nothing. It's legit a ministry. You know, when they say medicine is a ministry where don't expect rewards for the amount of effort you put into this. So I really envy you all that you all are not in this situation. Please keep it up. So never have I ever told myself I was quitting and dropping out of medical school. I think I have this like every 7 days. He has a routine every 7 days. Think about dropping out, because that is how this place is. And sometimes you feel so choked. I'd be like, nah, I'm not doing this anymore. I have to leave. There's a day that really stands out for me. It was head and neck anatomy. Anatomy did me dirty. Let's not even talk about that today. Head and neck anatomy exam. So I think we had an exam before, and I really did not do exactly well. So I decided to study really hard for the next course. So for like 3 days, I went 3 days marathon reading, and like I was just taking breaks to sleep, maybe like 2-3 hours or 4 hours to sleep. I will have my table, my books, and I was just reading head and neck. That I must pass this exam. I must get really well. And then the results came. I cannot even open my mouth to say this out here in public. So I was so frustrated. I was done. I was actually done. And then I remember that I carried myself. I went to the house of the friend, and then I went to her and I told her that, okay, I'm just here to inform you that I'm leaving. I'm leaving medical school. I'm going home. I'm going to, I'm done. I'm no longer interested in doing this, because why would I put so much effort in something and fail? And I remember I was crying. So yes, I have had many episodes like that. This place is a crazy place. Next question. Never have I ever said I will just have one drink and then go back to studying, and not, of course, it's not even just a drink, like, oh, let me just go and search for something on Google, or let me just check the class group, and then I'm finding myself on Instagram kicking at Tauma's video. How did we get here? So yes, that has happened to me a number of times. Okay, so never have I eagerly volunteered to be an assistant in the Carnival lab. Why? Why will I do that? I was not fascinated by dissection. That's one thing that really did not fascinate me in medical school. I just wanted to, okay, why are we here? Okay, want to see the kidney, okay, this is how it looks, okay, identify the nerves, okay, can we get out of here? That's really how it was. I was not fascinated. Next question. Never have I thoroughly enjoyed Carnival lab. Never. I've never. It is not enjoyable. But one thing that I knew that fascinated me about Carnival lab was seeing the size of the uterus. You know, that's one thing. I saw the uterus and I was like, so is this small? Honestly, we had been told the theory of the size of the uterus, but like seeing it was different. And that was the only one time that I had any fascination. Never have I ever been kicked out of the rotation of not knowing an answer to the physician's question, or consultant as a call it here. Or residents. Have I been kicked out? I have not been kicked out, but I've been thoroughly embarrassed. Thoroughly embarrassed by we were on ward rounds, and no, it wasn't even, it was clinic day. And then that day I was seeing ulcer attack. I was having a serious ulcer attack that morning, and I was pacing in the consulting room, and she was like, if you know that you cannot stand, you can't stay still in my consulting room, get out of my consulting room. And I had to stay still, and I was not okay. Then she asked me difference between signs and symptoms, and I was just yabbing dust. And then she was pouring the insult, like it was coming, and then I think with the pain of the insults plus the pain of the ulcer, I wanted to actually cry. I was close to tears. I cried a lot. I was close to tears, and then she said, "You want to cry?" let me give you a bucket to cry in. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, how can somebody be so brutal? So I have not been sent out, but I have been thoroughly embarrassed. So never have I ever made conversation with a stranger, and when they find out I'm a medical student, they bring up the illness or symptoms of their aunt's, dad's, girlfriend, son, and then ask for a diagnosis or medical advice. So it's constant. Like, yes, I have. Like, it's so bad that I don't like telling people my course when I meet someone, because I usually go out a lot. Should I say I used to, because 2020 is a lot, so I'm going out live. But yeah, I go out to a number of meetup events and I meet new people, and they ask me, oh, you're in university. I'm always looking forward to them not asking me the course I'm studying, because aside even bringing up this, oh, I had an uncle that had this, I had clinical, I had this one, I had that. Aside that, they will not begin to treat you differently. Like, I don't know why, but they now begin to treat you differently. Like, you have some form of crown on your head, or you are one savior. Honestly, I avoid even telling people. But these days, I'm trying to own it, you know, medical students, and that's it. On period. Okay? So yeah, that was the last question, and we are done with this video. Thank you so much for staying in tune or staying to the end of this video. Yeah, thank you so much for staying. So if you have any experience in medical school that you feel like that we all need to learn from, not learn, please. We would be privileged to read. You can share with us in the comment section. I'm not used to this yet. So please share it with us and just tell us maybe something I could have included, something that you feel like, or you just want to say. Please feel free. This is a free space and a safe space. The internet itself is not a safe space, but you get my points. Bye. We have a new video today, as you can see. Yes, welcome, and thank you for clicking on this new. Oh God, that doesn't make any sense. Hi, welcome to my. God. Thank you so much for staying to the end of this video. I look forward to seeing you in my next videos. Bye.